Alright, so I made a decision that I was gonna take this old song I had. You know, for some reason, I don't know why, I decided I didn't want to release it no more when I was first working on it. But I don't know, I decided the other day, I was like, maybe I should drop it. And I've been planning on working on it, re-recording on some things just to see how it's gonna be. And yeah, I listened to it today. And I actually, this shit is fire. Like, it's better than I thought it was. I just need to put some love and attention into it. But I'm gonna show y'all. And then we're gonna get to it. I mean, honestly, this shit's fire. I don't know what I was thinking. They didn't think I would last, cooking and whipping up still. Getting crypto with my cash, I've been outgrowing a bill. They really thought I would crash, focus on gripping the wheel. I fell in love with the bag, but the worst part is, I ain't write this down on my phone like I usually do, which is why I'm able to record, you know, while I do this. But it's an old ass notebook, and you know, as you can see, my handwriting ain't the best. This notebook is old, so okay, this one I wrote in pen, so it ain't smearing, but god damn, it's hard to see. But we gonna make it work though. And they think someone's gotta lose, so they treating me like a villain. Leveling up like Goku, you bound to be stuck like Krillin. Don't knock me, I tried to show you, but you allergic to building. It's all I wanted my whole life. That part's gonna sound better, I promise. They didn't think I would last, cooking and whipping up still. Getting crypto with my cash, I've been outgrowing the bill. They really thought I would crash, focus on gripping the wheel. I fell in love with the bag, bullish on it how I feel. 2018 is Bitcoin I just bought. Didn't know if it would make me a lot. Just cooking and whipping up. So you get the point. So I'm gonna try to re-record this. Hopefully I can read it. Hopefully I don't accidentally rip the paper out. If worst comes to worst, I'll just rewrite it, because I feel like I got to take some words out anyway and change some things around. But I'm going to try to do it on the fly, so let's get to it. So let me invest in the metal. I'm never going to set up a... thought it would fail. I'm going to have to split this with this paper rattle. Deb 17 went and made me a deal. Better myself, I'ma make me a meal. Co-worker told me invest in the metal. I'm never gonna settle and started the bills. Just a bit. Alright, yeah, we might have to punch in these. Deb 17 went and made me a deal. So, damn. Can't see that shit. Deb 17 went and made me a deal. Co-worker told me invest in the metal. Just stepping foot on the fatherhood field. Damn. Can't see. Sword in my hand, I ain't rocking no shield. Booker told me invest in the metal. Just stepping foot on the fatherhood field. Sword in my hand, I ain't rocking no shield. Turn me up, I need you to catch a vibe. Alright, we're gonna have to do another one for that one, because that's gonna be straight singing. Alright, let's clone out. I'm gonna do this one next. Better myself, I'ma make me a meal. I'm never gonna settle and started to build. Start thinking wealth, I ain't started to feel. Damn it. Start thinking wealth and I started to feel. Limitless, but I ain't popping no pill. Ooh, that's actually fucking fire so far. Okay. Alright. Maybe I should punch in more often. So this shit's clean. Turn me up, I need you to catch my vibe. God, I can't see what the fuck that says. Gonna set a play, I naked, I bet it make you feel alive. Double up, we to the moon. Double up, we to the moon. The fuck does that say? Double up, we to the moon. What's the sky? What the hell is the sky? Nothing like the feeling of making my. Nothing like the feeling of seeing your profits rise. Okay, I got it. Alright, so today we got a little pop-up
here in Vallejo, California. You feel me? I'll show you a little setup. It's my brother over there. Say what's up, Dennis. You can't hear me right now. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so I didn't really get any footage at the event. You know, it wasn't too many people there. It was like 11 people, maybe at the max, some 12 people. So I wanted to enjoy myself, you know, being back in the Bay, being back home after so long. You know, I kind of wanted the event to be like an intimate experience, you feel me? Like, I invited people that I knew. I mean, I posted it too, but, you know, I wasn't expecting really too many people to show up, because one, it was a last minute pop-up. Two, I didn't do that much promotion. But my brother actually ended up winning the grand prize. Yeah, so I'll show y'all that video.
This the one for the grill. This is my shit.
This the finale?
Are you tired?
Is the drum roll? 5. Mr. Dennis.
I ain't never had a grill in my life, dog.
Nigga about to be standing on these big ass niggas. Y'all come
Manila seas, they can't see what I'm building. Half these niggas took an L out of L and get to healing. I could power up the bay, how I'm feeling. Might fuck around, steal your base, she get to kneeling. All she really need is something sexually appealing. Put her on the play, we on our way to make a million. XO Squid Game, how I'm feeling. Living in survival, really, I have making villains. Fuck it, ay, put it on camera. Never be Drake, but got love for the dancers. Tryna prosper, take risks, take chances. Stay 10 toes, learn the codes, mind your manners. Slow burn, got drip like candles. AR on a fit when I spit, got.
All in all, it was cool. You know, everybody had fun. Right now, I'm getting ready to go take a package, or not a package. Yeah. Right now, I'm getting ready to go take, you know, someone their prize that won at the AZ Smokeout event. They've been very patient. Hold on, I'm about to get some food real quick. All right, yeah. I don't usually eat fast food, but like I said, I'm on the move. I gotta take this prize to someone that won back in May, but she's been patient enough. To wait until a different version of the design came out before she got her shirt. Now, originally, I wanted to have 2 different designs at the first event, but we had a little delay in manufacturing, so we had to put a hold on the second design. So she almost didn't get her prize originally due to the fact that the shirt didn't have accurate representation, which, I mean, I completely understand. A lot of companies don't even take accurate representation into mind, but, you know, being that we already were a step ahead of that, I let her know that we were supposed to have some other shirts here. They currently aren't available, but I'll show you the design. If you want one, we can go ahead and meet up, and I can give you once they go into production in July. So here we are in July. The AZ Smokeout was back in May. Now that they finally gone into production, I'm gonna drop her off a shirt as well as a bucket hat and a couple goodies just for, you know, being so patient. but I have not eaten today. I need to eat before I get going, so I'll tap back in with y'all. Alright, so she should be here. Let's see. The video I took earlier, you couldn't really see everything in here, but you know, we got a brochure, bucket hat, papers, shirt, some little goodies, you know. Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't even see over there. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. It's good to see you again.
I appreciate you so
Yeah,
much.
no problem.
I'm like,
Appreciate you for being
I
patient.
totally forgot all about it to an extent. I'm like, Okay,
yeah, so I
you
threw
want
in
me
like
to do it?
a bucket hat and a couple of extra little goodies just for
Thank you,
being
thank
patient, you know.
Thank you. Okay, how you want to record? What you want to do? Where you want to
You
do
could
it?
just say like your name and you could just be like, okay, yeah. Like that.
Okay, cool. I'm
Okay.
ready.
All right.
All right. Hello, everybody.
Well, that was somewhat of a failure. So I just reviewed the video footage and yeah, she went to do a whole spiel, a little introduction or whatever, and you know, go over all the items that she got in the bag. And I noticed that the video cut off and I didn't even see it cut off. So I must have tapped it. I was using my a little point of view rig or whatever. So yeah, I don't know, maybe I had it too close. I was also trying to hold it steady too, just to make sure, because as you see, I didn't really get her face at all. Yeah, I didn't have it lined up, you know, that's why I did the little test earlier. But I thought it would still, you know, work at least a little bit. I should have put it on 0.1, but it's good. Yeah. Now I gotta go back and brainstorm on some shit and get some shit together, so yeah. Alright, excuse the mess, the lack of lighting, and the way I look right now. It's been a minute. I don't know exactly how long it's been, but I haven't been recording much. I've been kind of in a funk, I guess, since I left Cali. I don't know, one, I left my stand out there, so I've been shooting too much content. I think that's been throwing me off, put me into the funk. And then I've been adjusting, you know, school's starting back up. And I've just been trying to readjust, you know, get back into the motion of everything. I don't know, that trip kind of took me out of my element, so, you know, I've just been trying to get adjusted. I've still been working. I got some music. I gotta show you some music. I don't know if I already did a video about it, but came out with Stoner Talk 4. I didn't come out with it yet, but I wrote Stoner Talk 4. It turned out to be fire. Recorded it. It's pretty much mixed already. I gotta add some stuff on it. I might do that later tonight or tomorrow. Either way, y'all finna see that. I'm gonna make sure I record that. But yeah, right now I'm just getting ready for this event that I got coming up in 2 days. Doing Buzz and Bikinis, you know, out there in Mesa. So yeah, I'm just sorting through this mess right now, trying to get everything I need, leave behind the stuff I don't. You feel me? Don't mind wondering, Cap. Yeah, I'm going through all these little storage containers, you know. Got my little canopy. Y'all probably recognize these from the last little video I did, but I'm probably not, or not probably, I'm definitely not using these. I do want to hang on to them though. It's kind of like a keepsake. I might keep the ones that are, you know, the ones that still work, like this one for sure, with the logos on it. You know, I might keep that, maybe use it every once in a while, you feel me? Not in the heat for sure, because this is what happens to the, yeah, this is what happens when you put it in the heat. So, yeah, I learned from that mistake. I mean, even though this event's a little later at night, it's still probably gonna be a little hot. But in order to avoid that, excuse the mess of my house, I got some picture frames, you feel me? I use this at the event in Cali. Not these ones per se, I use some black ones, but I use a picture frame, you feel me? And it was perfect, you know, it looked nice. So, I mean, I could, you know, have my own custom shit. You know, we'll get back to that point one day eventually, but for now, this gonna do the job. And I already tested what it looks like in there with one of these. And man, that shit's fire. And this ain't even the best
printing job, so I'm gonna design a new flyer for him. You feel me? I got 3 of these, so we're gonna go ahead and see what that looks like. But yeah, I might videotape a time lapse of me doing this shit, or I might just do it and y'all just got to see. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I don't need to show y'all me going through this shit. It's boring anyway. I ain't got no phone stand, but yeah, I'll catch up with y'all. All right, so right now, I don't know if you can see it, but if you look right over there, move that, like right there, I got my little AR stand. If you saw Abstrakt Realm, I think it was episode, I want to say episode 2. You probably seen it, you know what I'm talking about. So, got my heat gun, basically heating it up, trying to flatten it out, you know, just so that it's not bent and warped. I would have printed another one, but I've been waiting for a new nozzle. I actually meant to check the mail this morning to see if my nozzle came, but yeah, I forgot. I've been so busy trying to prepare for this event. So yeah, tap back in with y'all in a second. Finished product, and did the best I could. As you see, it is pretty much flat. This isn't really arching to the front anymore. It's standing a lot straighter than it was. So yeah, I'm happy with that overall. The QR code still works, so that's all I could really ask for. Now I also had this little thing break off of here, so now I gotta get the soldering iron and melt the plastic so I could get it back on there. And if I didn't already say, my bad for the fucked up angles. My phone is charging right now, so yeah, but I still need to get the footage. So I think it's just about warm enough. Let's test it out without burning myself.
All right, so hopefully y'all can hear me. I got these loud food trucks next to me, but hopefully the microphone helps. We live. We at Buzz and Bikinis 2025, August 30th. You know what's going down. We got the booth. Oh yeah, let's not go that way. The sun's over there. We got some graffiti going over there. That's where performances is about to be going down. You know. So I think I did a lot better this time at making sure I got all the things that I need, you know, because the last Trap Culture event that we did, yeah, I didn't have everything. I learned from my mistakes. You know, I got electricity now. So we got a pool party, we got a couple performances. Got to be a pretty lit event.
Na festa do fim de semana, só rolê bom. Ela chega e desencana com passo bem solto. Passo bem solto. Passo bem solto. Na festa do fim de semana, vai me parar. 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 Vai me parar.
Enquanto parede, enquanto parede, enquanto parede, enquanto parede.
Na festa do fim de semana, só rolê bom. Ela chega e desencana com passo bem solto. Passo bem solto. Passo bem solto. Na festa do fim de semana, vai me parar. 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 Na festa do fim de semana, só um rolê bom. Ela chega e desencana com um passo bem solto. Passo bem solto. Passo bem solto. Na festa do fim de semana. Na festa do fim de semana, só um rolê bom. Ela chega e desencana com um passo bem solto. Passo bem solto. Passo bem solto. Na festa do fim de semana. Vai me parar. 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 Vai me parar.
Em quatro paredes, vai, 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 em quatro paredes, em quatro paredes, vai, 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 em quatro paredes.
Bring out this DJ setup. Thank you, DJ Aaron.
Na festa do fim de semana, só um rolê bom. Ela chega e desencana com um passo bem solto.
Alright, finally back home. It's about like 2 in the morning, damn near. Tired as hell. Shoes the shirtlessness. It's hot as hell still. But overall, I say the event was a success. I was pretty busy the whole time, so I didn't get to videotape as much as I wanted. I had one person who was gonna help and videotape the whole time, but yeah, they ended up getting called into work last minute, so yeah, we just pivoted, did what we could. You know, it's still a success. Got like, I don't even know how many new form submissions on the website. Like over 100. Like, that's gonna be crazy going through later, but it's all good. We ran out of stickers. We need more stickers before the next event too. Yeah, if anything else that I need to talk about, I'm gonna do that tomorrow, because I'm tired as hell. I feel nasty. I'm sweaty. I need to go get up in the shower. My cat is tweaking right now, so yeah. I gotta settle myself for bed so he knows it's time for bed. I'll catch y'all in the morning. I know it's been a minute. I'm gonna get to that in a second, but we just made a slab. Unexpected. We got Zakai over here. You feel me? DJ Zakai doing it live. You know. So I got the boy a trumpet. Let him play it on the looper. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect much, you know. I just, you know, put the mic up for a little Tony, played, cause he hasn't started learning, so, you know, I'm not trying to be a hater or nothing like that, but he hasn't started learning, so put the microphone up, let him play a little quick tune, and, you know, I kept the loop short, but then once it played back, I'm like, wait, we could actually kind of, we could work with this, we could work with this. I'm gonna put some effects on it and stuff later, but I was just, you know, telling the people about what, you feel me, this slap we just made. You know what I mean?
Put it back on and I'm about to make it doper. So first we're gonna start off quiet.
Okay. Here, hold the mic. I'm gonna let the people hear it. Yeah, so that's what we working with, but yeah, I'll let y'all know how that goes a little later. Alright, so as I was saying, it has been a minute. It's December 23rd now, so we this close to wrapping 2025 up. And you know, like I was saying earlier, chill. Like I said earlier in the episode, you know, I left my tripod back in Cali, so I haven't been really feeling the same way about doing all the content, videotaping. So I haven't been videotaping much until the other day. So in addition to just feeling thrown off when I got back, you know, I was also going back and forth with, you know, how I feel basically about, you know, trying to get myself out there, get my art out there, get, you know, my music out there. It just feels like it's like a, you know, like a popularity contest. Like, you know, always trying to post, you know, constantly posting, constantly trying to grasp somebody's, you know, attention, trying to, you know, have a wow factor, whatever the case may be. I'm just really not like the super social media type, you feel me? Like, I do social media here and there, but, you know, I'm not like influencer status, you feel me? Like, I don't operate like an influencer, you know. I finally hit 10K on TikTok, you know, that was a goal of mine for a minute. And, you know, I had finally hit. And just like that, I had lost it and had to regain it back like 2 separate times just because, you know, I may have fell off my posting schedule or, you know, I didn't want to post, you know, anymore for a certain amount of time for whatever reason. And just, you know, that constant trying to like clamor back, trying to get back to that 10K and beyond, it just like, it's like, you know, for what? Like, it's not really helping me hit the goals that I really should be hitting. You know, if anything, it's just distracting me from, you know, it's just distracting me from, you know, I had like a note in my phone from some years back. I was basically saying, like, it's almost like hip-hop has become, you know, the popularity contest, like in high school and shit, like, and, you know, the gossip and shit like that. Like, it used to be the news, like intellectual, you know, like an art form and shit. And, you know, I've been having my little, I don't know if you want to call it like a hip-hop counterculture, punk rock deep dive type shit. But, yeah, I've been in a little phase for a minute. Speaking of punk rock, you know, I've been getting in a lot of post-punk music lately, you feel me? I've always, you know, fucked with the genre. I never really knew what it was, but, you know, ever since I was, like, younger, I fucked with it. I didn't have any, like, specific songs, you know, if I heard something, I liked it, but, you feel me? Growing up, you know, it's kind of, I don't know, I guess embarrassing, you could say, like, if your peers find out, you know, you like that kind of music, but, you know, I didn't really know anybody to put me on to really give me any good artists or anything like that. So, in addition to, you know, kind of looking crazy to, you know, the people I did know, there was nowhere for me to really learn more about it or, you know, dive into it. So, it's just kind of like if I hear something on TV for me, like, and I fuck with it, like, it's cool. But beyond that, I never really explored into it. So, I've been doing a little bit of exploring into that. I actually wrote a song. It's my first dark wave. It's my first official dark wave song, I guess. I'll play that for y'all in a little bit, but yeah. So as I was saying, you know, I've just been going through a period of like self-reflection, I guess, just self-reflection, reflection on my artistry, just reflection on my path, where I am, where I'm going. You know, the trajectory, all that shit. So, I haven't been posting for a while, like, not on TikTok, not really on Instagram, you know, not really anywhere. I did drop Song Talk 4 finally. I posted, like, a small video on Instagram and TikTok, you know, accompanying the song. But
System wanna control you, I try not to let it be a starving model for the cause. The danger wanna be, you can't see what he look like. The enemy, stealthily infiltrating, I thought you was kin to me.
Besides that, I ain't really been active. So in my time away from social media, I was trying to figure out, you know, why else, like, why exactly am I in this rut? Like, why do I feel the way that I feel? And, you know, one of the things I came up with is, you know, I've been focusing so long on, you know, building this infrastructure, making sure the infrastructure is there for, you know, when everything's perfect. I feel like I've been, lightweight, putting more effort into the infrastructure than the actual art on all fronts. So I really just wanted to, you know, kind of get back to the roots of everything, you know, get back to falling in love with creation again, you know, just the act of creating, just purely to create, you know, without having any type of goal or monetary gain or
you know, value attached to it. So I said to myself, I got all this shit, you know, and I haven't fully mastered it yet. So I kind of want to start doing that. You know, all this shit that I say I want to learn in the future, like, why does it have to be in the future? Why can't I start now? So I bought this looper right here. I want to say like a year ago, maybe a year and a half. Oh, shit, hopefully not, but maybe even 2 years ago. But yeah, bought this looper. I've messed with it here and there. Y'all see me messing with it a little bit earlier. So basically, I've been kind of learning how to master that, you know, simply because, like I said, I had it for a minute, and, you know, I only tampered with it a couple times, you know. I hadn't really done shit with it. Excuse me. I was too busy trying to, you know, worry about how can I start making money right now off of my art, rather than, you know, doing it for the love like I used to. And I feel like that's one key ingredient that's missing that will get me to the point of being able to, you know, make the kind of money I want to make with my art right now. So told myself I was gonna master the looper. I was gonna learn how to play guitar all over again, because I started back in 2018, kind of fell off after a little bit. Things were getting a little hectic at that time. Said I was gonna, you know, learn my synthesizer a little bit better, you know. I mean, realistically all of them, but mostly my microKORG. You know, I haven't really taken the time to, you know, dive deep into creating my own sounds on that. You know, I've played with it a little bit. Like I said, you know, not I haven't gone too deep into it. And not only that, but I've been working with this book by Julia Cameron called The Artist's Way. And it's really been helping me get in touch with my inner artist and help me rediscover my inner artist. So one thing that I've kind of realized about my inner artist that I forgot is, you know, I used to write plays all the time. You know, I used to draw all the time. You know, I've always been extra creative. You know, if you've seen some of my other videos, you know, like I said before, I used to want to go to school for animation before I went to school for criminal justice. And the reason I didn't pursue that is because I was told the benefits I got from my dad being in the military weren't going to cover me going to the school that I wanted to study animation at, that it had to be like a Cal State University school. So I ended up changing my trajectory, only to realize, you know, a few years later that I actually could have gone to the school of my choice. So I had to take it on the chin. And yeah, I just kind of like sat with myself and I was like, you know what, like, I don't really draw or do much artsy stuff very much. Like, I got all these art supplies, I got sketchbooks, like, keep it lit. Like, I've never completed one whole sketchbook in my life. You know, even when I've taken art classes, like, closest I got was in my animation, one of my animation classes. And so part of Abstrakt Realm, you know, if you've been on the website, if you've been in the forums, you know that I've been trying to recruit people to help build kind of like a media, almost like a media outlet for counterculture, if that's the right way to describe it. I'm not sure exactly how to describe it, but basically, you know, we produce music shows, you know, television, like, just we produce media that's strictly like a counterculture type of media. Yeah, there's more on that on my website if you want to figure out what that's about. But so yeah, I've had my own idea for a couple stories for a while. I started you know, kind of intertwining a few of them together, creating a new story, and I started a comic book. 1 second. So like I said, I started drawing again. You know, I want to say like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I created one page for like a little comic book thing when I was teaching this class, you know, in summer school. I had the kids doing like a little comic book thing, so I did one with the kids. I started the first page, you know, a while back, and, you know, it got me thinking, like, why don't I start
trying to, you know, continue doing my stories and whatnot. You know, I used to make comic books like back in the day, like in 5th grade, like all the time too. So, you know, it just kind of like brought back the inner child in me a little bit, you know, the inner artist. So, yeah, I started working on the comic book a little bit. Got a few pages, you feel me? My original goal is to have comic books and shows for, you know, my original characters and stories. And, you know, basically I'm creating a whole world, the Abstrakt Realm. So, the comic book is Abstrakt Realm Origins, and the show will be Abstrakt Realms. I'm not going to go into too much of what it's about right now. If you're in the Mile High Club, you will be receiving a few things that let you know exactly what it is. But yeah, just stay posted if you're not. I'm probably also going to be doing a sketchbook tour pretty soon here. One of my goals for 2026 is to, you know, continue filling up the sketchbook I've been working on. You know, I want to finish the sketchbook. I got some goals for the music too, but yeah, we'll get into that later. 'Cause I don't know how much time I got left on my battery. And I want to show y'all some of the things that I made on the looper after I show you some of the songs. So this the little dark wave song right here. It's called Lethal Protector. And before y'all start judging it, I'm stepping outside my genre. I don't normally do shit like this, and I don't know how to make shit like this either yet, but you feel me? I'm doing my best. But I think I'm gonna start fucking with it a little bit more. We gonna see. So yeah, there's that. So I don't think I've got anything else. Oh, no, this fashionably late. So this one is far from being done. I was just kind of messing around with a beat because, you know, I haven't really sat down to make a beat in a minute. And so I had like a little sample that I was going to use. And then, you know, I started getting little melodies and shit in my head, so I just started freestyling to the beat that I had for a little bit. And then, you know, I was videotaping while I was freestyling. Got a little melody stuck in my head, I'm gonna put some words to it. And then, yeah, came up with this. So I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with the beat. Like, if I want to just leave it like basic like this or what. I'm done right now, so I've no time to chill. Take my sorrows, forge in the blades. I've got no time to heal. And this is just a rough draft too. It's an invasion of privacy. It's been taking my time from me. Also, ain't really on time, but I don't really on time, but I'm here. It don't matter about the time it takes. Should be worried about the time you waste. Is he doing all that Simon says? So yeah, that's that. Like I said, it's a little rough draft. I wanted to just, you know, keep practicing. So I don't even know when this one is gonna be released, if I even do release it, but I'm for sure be working on this motherfucker because I want to improve the singing on it. I want to make sure the beat's clean. Like, you feel me? If I drop it, like, I want this shit to hit. Like, I want y'all to feel it the same way I feel it. You feel me? Alright, so now that we got the looper fully hooked up, we can go ahead and go through here. So I started off just using basically the microphone, you know, beatboxing for drums. You know, I really wanted to master the actual looper before I like started, you know, trying to use too many instruments with it. You know, after using the mic with it for a little while, then I started using like a couple percussion instruments with it, you know, little shakers, things like that, cowbells. You know, just really experimenting, you know, with the looper, the microphone that I got for it. Then it got interesting after that. I started plugging in my little record player so that way I could sample into the looper. So yeah, that's pretty much as far as I got. Next, I'm gonna plug the synthesizer in, but you know, I was just having fun with that. So I'm gonna start from the very beginning. Oh shit. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Alright, so this was like the first thing I made. Alright, so like I thought, I ended up running out of battery. My shit died, so I'm finna just restart the whole little breakdown. So like I was saying before, the phone cut off, you know, for, you know, the first couple tracks that I made, I was using just strictly, you know, my voice. After a while, I brought like, you know, certain little instruments, you know, percussion, you know, just tried random shit, you know. I didn't want to use any other instruments with it until I felt like I fully mastered, you know, what I was doing with it. So I learned how to make a few sounds with the actual device itself. Once I did that a little bit, then, you know, got anxious, wanted to do some more shit, of course. So I hooked it up to my record player and started sampling. So you'll see the transition as I go through the beats. I still haven't messed around with the synthesizer, like I was saying. But yeah, the one thing I'm missing now, like especially if I want to do this live, I need like a drum machine, some type of drum machine. But you know, it's good. We're gonna still work with what we got for now. Master this. I'm gonna just have to run all the sounds to the computer. But yeah, I actually was beatboxing for all the drums that are on here right now. Either beatboxing or, you know, creating the sound organically, like with the percussion. On one of them, I was just slapping like a cardboard box. But yeah, enough yapping. Let's get into it. All right, so before I even start playing this beat, I want you to hear what I started with. So I was just trying to like use my voice as an instrument on the mic. You feel me? So I threw some effects on it. And that's what we got. That's number one. You know, I was pretty proud of that one. I did all that just strictly off of my mouth. You feel me? Pause. No homo. Alright, what's this one? Alright, we got some bass. I don't remember exactly what this is, so when I go through these, you feel me? I might have to remember before I play it right. We're gonna get
get some color coordination in here soon. I changed the colors on it once when I first got it, but I didn't save it. I didn't know you had to do it for each individual memory bank. I thought it would just be for the overall thing, you feel me? But yeah, we getting there. I recognize that sound. I'm hella mad that I didn't record like the making of these. I was just, you feel me, enjoying it too much. But especially the one with the cardboard box, like y'all gonna see when I get to it, that shit is clean. And this sound right here, it's my little steel drum. Alright, let's go to number 3. See. So this is one of the first sounds that I actually naturally produced on the looper itself. So without the effects. I really wish I would have just shown the whole process. Like, it would have been much better, but you feel me? I'm gonna start recording when I work with it anyway, so it's good. But yeah, do some effects on there. Alright, on to the next. Oh yeah, okay. So before I even start playing this one, I gotta tell y'all the story. So I was mad because I was going through the little tutorials, you feel me, learning how to, produce sounds from this, as if it were an actual instrument, which is pretty dope because I didn't even really think I could do that when I first got this originally. So I ended up making a sound that was kind of similar to the one I was just playing. And you feel me, I just did some dope shit with it. Like, here, I'll just play it. So yeah, I made that, you feel me, I was hella juiced about it. As you see, I went to go record a video of it. I knew I had learned how to save on here too. And I had saved, you feel me, all the ones I just played previously. And then so I was like, you know what, I'm over here getting hyped and stuff. Before I end up fucking up, let me go ahead and save it. And I went to go save it, right? And you're supposed to hit like these 2 buttons to basically, start the process to save it. And so I hit these 2 on accident. And I'm thinking, I hit these, you feel me? And then so when I hit this, something about the screen changed. And it kind of threw me off. And I'm like, wait, where am I at? Because I'm still learning shit a little bit. So I tried to go back, thinking I was on a different memory bank or something. And it took me to a different memory bank off of the one I made the sounds on. And it just deleted it since I didn't save it. Because if you switch banks and you didn't save nothing, like, it's just going to have whatever was saved, or it's going to be blank if nothing was saved at all. So ended up losing that one, but, I tried to recreate it. I couldn't really do it, but yeah, just kept it pushing. This is what I got.
number 5, whatever this is. Oh, okay, yep, this is a slap. This is my little emo club slap. My final boss slap. Alright, so I ran out of room. So that just means I need to hurry up and get this damn video done. So I don't know how much time I got left, but as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, this one I could actually fuck around with and DJ a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that because I want to get through pretty much all the sounds I have on here. So I try to do it a little bit, but if it cuts off, it cuts off. Oh wait. This is the one that I made. I made the little drumming sounds on there. I layered some sounds of me slapping the box, a little empty cardboard box, and then put some claps in there. Came out with a slap, you feel me? So yeah, it's a blapper. Oops, you got number 6. Oh yeah, this. Don't pay attention to that. Oh yeah, this is just a sample of some shit. Now if I could get some trumpet on this motherfucker though, that would be so clean. Nails. My nails were hella long right before I cut them. So I was just, you feel me? So yeah, that's just a sample of some shit that I would like to do. Okay, this is the first sample. I think it's some shit that came out pretty clean, if I remember correctly. Let me see. Yep. Still just using my voice and sounds that I produced on here. I don't know what this is, if I'm gonna be 100% honest. We'll find out though. Okay, that's what I thought. So yeah, that's the jam. You got number 8. This is the one I thought it was. So we got a couple different songs on here, if I remember correctly. So here's an idea. Oh yeah, which I can't hear that one. Oh, and I guess that's a part of it. So the rest should work. This is the first rough draft of this shit. Oh yeah. So this is where we officially started getting into sampling the records, you feel me? Hold up, I gotta show you what I sampled for this. Had to pop in that old school Diana Ross, you feel me? So yeah, loaded her on up. You know, got some samples in there. This was one of the first ones I came up with that I liked. Just one version of it. I accidentally made 2 different versions, but probably keep them. This, I don't know what this is. This might be, this is the one where I got 2 ideas over here, I think, and then I think one of them's the same and it's something different. Yeah, so there's. Oh, okay, yeah, no, there's something else. Just 4 ideas. Oh yeah, no, this one, right. Yeah, so just 2 other ideas, or 3 other ideas, and then the one you heard before. Now let's go to memory 10. No, it's just a simple idea. I ain't even, or actually no, I did do something with this a little bit. This shit gonna be clean. This one's probably just another small, yeah, little idea. I ain't done nothing with this one yet though. Alright, let's go to 13. Oh yeah. It's just some crazy shit. Man, you'll get attention soon. Just calm down. See, we got that. This is the other version. I laid down some little rough vocals on it too. And that's all I'll let y'all hear that, because you feel me, that's probably gonna go somewhere for sure. So next we got 15. Yeah, so that's basically all that is. 16. Oh yeah, okay. 2017. Oh yeah, just another little idea. Alright, so I took, this is the sample, and then this is what I turned it into. Haven't done too much yet. If I remember correctly, this is on some Pusha T shit. I think that might down here be the last one. The rest are just from when I was fucking around with Zakai and his trumpet. So let me see.
I'm not a record.
Oh yeah, this is it right here. So he was just playing this horn, like I said, you feel me? And then, you know, kind of made it repeat, do some different things. So once I got that, I was like, oh yeah, we can actually work with this. And then so I think next was this. Oh yeah. So if he did this first, actually, that's trumpet, believe it or not. So he played some crazy sounding stuff with the trumpet, and so I put some effects on it to make it sound better, and it turned into that. And then he played this, and that's when I'm like, oh yeah, we could throw that together, and we got a hit. And I was gonna go back and then tweak it and add some more effects and shit, but I just ain't done that yet. So yeah, this is damn near the end. Except I did show my son how to, you know, kind of use it like an instrument a little bit, and he was just, you know, messing around, doing some stuff on here. So yeah, I get the idea, but you know, I'm gonna start doing a lot more videos of this thing. Like I fell in love with this once I started, you know, messing with all the different memory banks that I saved on here, and you know, once I learned how to actually save it, and then once I figured out I could sample on it too, like from there it was over. So yeah, I'm finna be breaking this out a lot more in 2026. Just in case I do not get back with you guys, you know, before the end of 2025, because you know, it is Christmas. Merry Christmas, by the way. Happy holidays. But yeah, Happy New Year. I will catch y'all in 2026. This has been another episode of Abstrakt Realm. I will see you guys on the next one. And I'm out.